So the next bit is to look at how to actually put a flatshare advert up onto the website. So we've used the news function and set flatshare almost like a society. So the easiest way for you to do it would be go to the flatshare page, which you'll find under services, and whenever it goes to browse available flats, and and you go into here, you can see there are no current news articles. And that's because there's no flats up, because we're using the news widget. So to be able to add a new listing to this, you go back up to here to the top, but go for the pencil icon instead, and click Edit Flat Share News. So this brings up all the different news articles that we've assigned, and we're using news articles because it means we can expire them, add photos, and add videos and things. So you can see the current ones, and you can see if I click that and hit apply, you can see the expired ones or the example ones we did. So what I'll do is I'll go back to current, show that we have none. And what you do is to add a new listing when someone submitted a flat is click add new article. In here, it'll give you what all these different options. So title is we're putting as one bedroom flat on X Street. So say one bedroom available in flat on Hindland Road. So we don't want to use the leader for any of the contact details because that means they'd be publicly available, and we want to make sure that people are logged in. So it's definitely students looking at this, and people won't get spammed. So you can leave the leader empty. You can then here it says display period. In the form that you download, it'll say how long they want the listing to be online. So you just select the date range, the start and the end that they've chosen and what they've submitted. So you can go in here and you can say select, or they only want it up to the 30th of April, and it'll come off automatically. And here you have view permission. So you want to change that to logged in users only. So that means only people with logged in accounts can use it, which means we can avoid spam. Next, you turn off comments and turn off ratings because obviously it's based off news and we're just using it for a different function. You can ignore the tags bit, and then the image, whatever the main image is they have uploaded in that document that you saw, you'll be able to download it from the links in that PDF from the survey. You can select that. It brings up this screen here. What you do is you would hit choose file. You would select the example image that you've downloaded for the listing. So say this was it here, this is an example. Hit upload and then hit insert. And you can see that that's the image I've selected. And what I just do is fit all, no cropping. Sorry, leave it as stretch even. Don't use fit all, as it means then you'll have an odd white border around it. In the body here, this is where we can then put the flat details, so we can paste in the description that the person has submitted in the form. So for example, if I go back to the website here and I have a look at some of the previous submissions that we've done as examples, and I'll say flat share, I'll have a look at the responses, and for example, this one I'll download and I'll open. So you can see here that's the photo of the room, so you can just click that and download it if you want to use the image. People also have extra images option for a second image, which in the news article in the text editor you can use the little images icon and hit browse server and do the same upload style that we did for the other image. So you can add a second image into the description, but this will be the cover image for the listing. You can also see we've just used an example that's text. So say that would be the description, and you go to the article, you can paste that in. I'll just Control V, paste that in. I'll then take that they've said it's price per month, so I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste that in. I'm going to see we'll be able to get information here, whether there's a deposit or things like that, depending on what they've uploaded. In this case, bills are not included, so you can include that information. So just copy, paste that in. You can see the rental period is 12 months. But I know there's certain rules around it, but if somebody's put it in because that's when they plan on moving out. You can put the full flat address in. I've just used an example one here. You can see, which is put the full address into it there. So in this case, we could just change take that address and put it into Willoughby Way, Sydney, so 1 bedroom available. And then at the end, we can take, at the very end of the listing, we say, please contact the person using their details below if you're interested. And what we can do is just take the person's email. So we've got j.small. So I'm just going to copy email address and I'm going to paste it in there. And I'll take the phone number as well. And I'll paste that in too. And for the email address, once you've pasted it, copy it again. So just copy. And then go up here and click the link button. And you'll have link type. Change that to email. And you can put that in so it'll automatically open an email to that person when they click it. If they have any extra information such as extra images, as I said, you can use it here. Browse the server. I'm just going to use one we had from before, and you double click it and hit OK, and that'll come up under there. And then you can also, if somebody in the form, you can at the end there'll be this person hasn't added one in this example one, so it doesn't come up. But if the person, when they complete the survey, has added a link to a YouTube video tour of the flat, that'll come up here. And if you want to include that, all you need to do is click the YouTube button up here next to where the images are. You paste where it says paste YouTube video URL on that second line. If you paste that in there and you hit OK, here it's showing an error because I haven't got a link. But that'll automatically put a YouTube video that someone submitted in there as well. You also just make sure that says article is approved. Once you're done, just go and check through everything. And if you're happy with it, you can then finish off and hit save. And when you do that, you'll now be able to go back into the flatshare again. So I'm just going to bring it up. Back to flatshare. Go to browse available flats. And now you can see that this one's coming up as one of the options. So when you click it in, you can see 1 bedroom available in flat on Willoughby Way, Sydney. And you'll be able to see the big image. You can see the image that's pasted in. You left my name in that one. You would change the leader on the news article to whoever the name is of the flat, whoever's renting it. You can see the price and details and things like that. And if you click that link, it will automatically open an email. Very quickly before we end, if you need to edit any of these, if something's wrong, you can just go into the article, that the flat that's been posted. You can click up here and hit edit this article, and it'll bring you back to this where you can change it. So I could change it to Joe Blogs if I realized I got the name wrong, or something else along those lines, or if I needed to change the date or any of the other details.